Okay, the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is the eyes. Okay, I have a really bad, I want to look at my horse when I'm riding. So I tend to look right here. But y'all all sit up straight again. Let's do another exercise. Sit up straight again. And I want you to take your eyes and your head, and I want you to turn to the right. Turn your head to the right, and then look down at the ground. What happens to your shoulders? They drop, right? So when you do this, it moves your body. So you want to be looking, not at the ground, because if you want to hit the ground, that's where you want to look. So you don't want to look at the ground. You don't want to look at your horse. You want to look where you're going. Okay, so let me just show you what that looks like. Now I'm going to keep my feet down, and I'm going to talk to you guys about asking her to move and different things like that. But if I'm going straight, if I'm going over here, that's where I'm looking. Now if I want to turn, I'm going to turn my eyes and my body, and I am pushing her with my leg, but I'm just going to turn with my eyes. I want to look where I'm going. When I turn, you see where my shoulders go? And it automatically turns her head. Now this horse neck reins. I don't neck rein, but she does, which is she can rein like this, but I don't do that. I have like this kind of reins where I open and close. So that's the next thing I want to talk to you guys about. Now, if you're not surrendered and you're not looking where you want to go, if you're not looking at Christ, okay, how many times do we look at our problems in life? We look at our problems more than anything else. Why? That gets our attention so much. So do you think we have to train our eyes to look at Christ? It's not natural for us. What's the natural tendency? Look at your problems, okay? Same thing that I was saying. So all of this has an application in training your heart. So you have a surrendered heart. You're looking where you're going. Now, if you don't have a surrendered heart and you're not looking where you're going, how are you going? Or you don't have your heels down, you're not looking where you're going, you're not balanced, you don't know where you're going. How am I going to talk to this horse? How am I going to give her clear direction? I'm not going to. I'm not going to be able to, right? You just watched a video on riding on high heels, making the adjustment, chapter 2 of me on the horse with my eyes looking where I'm going. And so I wanted to take a minute just to finish up this teaching with the scripture for the week, but also to talk to you about your heart's posture. There's a part in this book that I think is so helpful to us regarding our heart's posture. So the verse this week is Isaiah 58:13, and it's the part that says, "From doing your pleasure on my holy day." So a lot of times we're doing a lot of activity in the church and for the Lord, and our heart's just not in it. And so in this chapter, I'm looking for the page number so that I can talk to you guys about this. I'm going to talk to you, it's on page 38 of the book, about the qualities of a heart surrendered to the Lord. And so the qualities you're going to find with a heart that's surrendered to the Lord is a willing heart, a glad heart, a wise heart, a heart with integrity, an obedient heart, and a pure and honest heart. So what I want you to challenge yourself with this week is when something challenging comes into your life, when there's a pressure being put on, what is your heart's response? Is it one of these? Is it one of these that I just read off? Or is it hard? Is your heart stiff-necked or deceived or confused or proud or rebellious? So I think sometimes we get it confused that a surrendered heart is we're going to be perfect. No, it's the qualities of the heart. And so what we read on page 38 is a great indicator of where our heart posture is. And so this chapter, along with chapter 1 and chapter 3, is centered around the heart's posture, a surrendered heart. And so we want to keep our eyes on Jesus as he's developing us in this area. And if there's something that he's revealing to you while you're reading this chapter, go ahead and make the adjustment. Don't continue doing your way and your pleasure, but rather surrender and do it God's way. Remember, if you're on that horse and you're looking down at the ground, that's where your body's going to go. If you're always looking at your problems and getting frustrated, then that's where your life is going to go, and that's what it's going to look like in your spirit, and that's not what we want. So I'm hoping that you're enjoying these videos and that it is teaching you some things. And so please continue to watch and continue to read your book. And if you have any questions, you can email me, but I really hope you're enjoying the book. Thank you and have a great day.